What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I haven't posted in a little bit, but that's just because we've spent so long wrapping the car. But that is finally done. Car's looking pretty good. But today, we're doing something pretty exciting. Today, we are gonna fix that. Oh yeah. It's coilover time, guys. Right here, I got some Faction Fob F-Spec coilovers. These are super nice. So it's kind of a funny story. I ordered some cheaper coilovers. They were max beating rod coilovers. They weren't the greatest thing in the world, but they were gonna lower my car, so I was like, whatever, gonna have to work. And then a box full of coilovers shows up at my house. And I was like, oh, sweet, my coilovers are here. And then the next day, the ones that I actually ordered showed up. So I had 2 pairs of coilovers, and these ones I never ordered. And it turns out that my goated grandpa bought these and sent them to me without me knowing. So we have some super high quality, super good looking coilovers that we're gonna throw on the WRX today. I'm super hyped. I don't wanna wait another second. So let's get into the install. I'm trying to fix the wheel gap. So I'm just trying to get the tire to the fender. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of these measurement tools and we're just gonna measure the gap on the front, in the back, and write them down for later when we adjust the coilovers. First thing you're going to want to do is to jack up the car and take all of the wheels off so we can access the suspension. So once you have the car jacked up and the wheels are off, it is just a couple bolts to take the old strut out. You need to remove this one and this one. Those are both 17s. Then you need to remove this line right here. This is a 12 mil, and remove the brake line back here, right there, which is also a 12 mil. And then come up top, you need to remove these 3 right here. Those are all 12 mils as well. And then the old strut should pop right out. Now, for the big ones, I would recommend using an impact gun if you have it, because they are very tight. Also, what I did was about 10 minutes before this, I just doused all the bolts in WD-40 just because they were all pretty rusty, just so it'd be a little bit easier to remove them. We are going to take this old strut out, and then we'll throw the new coilover back in. Once you have the old strut out, you're gonna take your coilover, and for the front, it's gonna be the shorter one. Make sure that the brake line mounts that it comes with are on the appropriate side. So this part with the bolt included is gonna face towards the back of the car. So next you're just going to put this new coilover in the exact same way you took the old one out, just reverse, and then we will worry about ride height. All right, guys, moving on to the back, it's pretty much the same process. You gotta take out these 2, and those are 19, just like the front. And then you don't have to take out the ABS line, which I think it is. It's just this brake line, and it's not a screw or anything. It's like this little slider piece. So if you can see there, that little bottom part, that's gotta slide out. So what I do is use a flathead screwdriver and a hammer and just bang it upwards, and then it should pop out. And then to take the strut out of the car, you have to take the back seats out, which is super simple. It's only 4 bolt. There's 2. There's one there, and then one here, one here. Take the bottom half out first, and then the top. You just gotta move it through the seat belt. And then we come up here, and this is our strut. So just like the front, those are 12s, and just pop those off. And then we will throw the other coilover in. All right, guys, so this is the rear coilover. It's the longer one, and as you can see, it is not completely symmetrical. The longer portion, so this one, is going to face outwards. All right, guys, the next thing you're gonna do is adjust the ride height. So to do that, you're gonna wanna use one of these caliper rulers to ensure equal ride height on both sides. So with the spanners that should come with your coilovers, this very top one, make sure that it is tight against the spring. To do that, you'll push it to the left, and then make sure that this locking ring is tight against the top one right here. And then this is another locking ring, so this is going to, once you adjust your ride height, it's it's just gonna stop it so that it doesn't bounce up anywhere or anything like that. So just move that up just to get it out of your way. And then what you're gonna do is gonna grab the whole thing. If you twist it left, that is going to raise the ride height. And if you twist it right, that is going to lower it. So you're gonna want to switch in between the right side and the left side because the axle is connected. So if you get one too high, it's just gonna be a little more difficult. So adjust it how you want and then measure it with this caliper ruler and go check it on the other side just to make sure that it's even. Do the same thing on the front. The front does not have to match the back. Those can be independent, but both sides have to match. So the back right one has to match the back left one, and the front right one has to match the front left. Once you adjust your ride height, you can throw the wheels back on, set it down. If you like it, you're good. If you don't, jack it back up, take the wheels off, and just adjust accordingly. So yeah, that's it. And that, guys, is how you install coilovers on your WRX.